Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Tammy, and this is the Rich Auntie Reset. And if you are wondering what that is, it is exactly what it sounds like. I recently hosted my three beautiful nieces that you see pictured here, and as you can imagine, when they left, my home looked like it had children in it. I am a housewife with no husband and no children, aka I am a single-ish woman who has no children. And so I needed to get my place back together. So this vlog or video is going to be just me doing that, getting my place back together, getting back organized, and also recalibrating for myself. I have been on a healthy kick trying to get my 10,000 steps in, trying to eat better. And as you can imagine, when you have children here, it's really hard to do that. I was eating very unhealthy when the kids were here because I was eating the same stuff that they were eating, which wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best either. And so now that they're gone, I wanted to just kind of recalibrate, reset, cook myself a beautiful dinner. And I did that. I made salmon and mixed veggies, but I also wanted to have a nice little drink to go along with it. As you know, when you are trying to achieve your health goals, alcohol is a no-no. Liquor is a no-no because it has so much sugar in it. It will literally sabotage all of the progress that you think you're making, which is why I am super excited to be partnering with Proprio Wines, which is a Black woman-owned business that produces non-alcoholic wine and rosé. Yeah, clap it up for them. Non-alcoholic wine and rosé. Typically less than 2 grams of sugar per serving, less than 30 calories per serving. It is organic, non-GMO, and it is literally perfect. It tastes so good. I know a lot of times people enjoy mocktails and things like that, but the problem that I have with mocktails and a lot of other wines that claim to be non-alcoholic is that they're filled with juice and all of these other things that still have a ton of sugar. And sugar is not good for you when you are trying to watch your weight or you're trying to be a bit healthier. This video is sponsored by Proprio. Thank you, Proprio Wines, for partnering with me. There is going to be a discount code here on the screen as well as down in the description bar if you would like to try out their rosé. They also do offer white wine that is also non-alcoholic. So if you are sober, if you are watching your calories, if you are just trying to be a bit more mindful of the things that you put into your body, I would highly recommend trying them out. And yeah, I'll talk to you a little bit more about them as the video goes along. I won't talk your ear off, but I just wanted to come in and say, hey, and welcome to the vlog. So guys, here I am discovering some drawings that my niece left for me. My 10-year-old niece is an amazing artist. She draws so well, and anytime she comes to visit, I love to nurture that talent by buying her sketchbooks and color pencils and all of the things, right? And so she pulls these drawings up online and then she freehands them. Here I am just being your typical obnoxious, proud TT, forcing y'all to look at my baby's drawing because she's just that good. I'm always blown away at how amazingly talented she is. Hey friends, I have taken a shower and gotten comfortable, and now I am going to make some dinner and I'm going to bring you along and just chat with you all a little bit and catch up. If you're new here, my name is Tammy. I am a 40-something-year-old girl living in Houston. I am a rich auntie. I don't have any children of my own. I am not married. I am currently dating. But I'm the quintessential rich auntie. And so my channel is me documenting my life as currently a housewife with no husband, aka an unemployed person. I was one of the 300,000 Black women laid off this year. I was laid off in April and I'm still not working, currently looking. And so I'm just documenting my life. I also like to document my travels, which I've posted a travel vlog, which is up. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch that. So welcome to the fold. If you like this video and you've browsed through some of my other videos and you like that content as well, please, please, please subscribe if you have not already. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys coming back and really patronizing my videos and like being a part of the fold, truly. I have heard from some subscribers that you all are not seeing my videos pop up whenever I post a new video. So if you would like, please turn on your notification bell so that you're notified anytime I post a new video and you don't miss out on anything. Because I will say, I don't think anybody saw my Chicago vlog. Those views were so low. I was like, dang, where my tribe at? I don't think you all got the notification that I had actually posted a new video. So please do that now. It is approaching 6 p.m. I am of that age where I do not like to eat late. I typically like to have my dinner between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. And so I'm going to cook me a really light, healthy meal to get back on track. Because when the kids was here, child, I was eating whatever they was eating. I see how the parents are, especially the single mothers. It's really hard to take care of yourself when you are focused on keeping small people alive and thriving, okay? So we're gonna cook a little healthy meal together and enjoy some non-alcoholic rosé brought to you all by this week's sponsor. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to pull my hair back and put my microphone on. The dishwasher is finishing up its its cycle, and it's loud as hell. So I'm hoping that me wearing my mic will drown out some of that extra noise. But anyway, like I was saying, this video is kind of overdue. And I say that because I am recovering from a foot injury. Well, not a foot injury, but a toe injury. Last week, I took a stumble down the stairs in my house. I'm clumsy. I have 2 left feet. I make no qualms about it. I'm very honest about the fact that I am a clumsy person. However, I took a stumble down the stairs and it was going to turn into a tumble head first, if you know what I mean. But I managed to catch myself on one of the rails, but in catching myself, my feet were already behind me. And I hit my right big toe on one of the stairs so hard. So hard. I cried. I cried for like 3 days. My foot hurt so bad. Oh my goodness. It hurt so bad. I did go get it checked out. I have a friend, a very good friend, shout out to Portia, who is a podiatrist. And so I made an appointment with her. She checked me out. I got x-rays done. Nothing was broken, thank God. But there was bruising. There was a lot of swelling and a lot of pain. And it was very tender. And so for a while, I could not walk without a limp. I was limping really, really bad. And that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun at all. So I really just been sitting around trying to stay off of my foot as much as possible and trying to just like recover. And yeah, that's essentially what I've been doing. So you all know, if you don't know, if you're new here, I have 3 beautiful nieces. One niece is 10 and the twins will soon be 4. Okay. And usually me and the older one, we will have a summer together. I'll let her come down during the summer. She gets to stay anywhere between 2 weeks to a month, and we do all the things. Well, this year was the first year that her sisters came along, and I was always apprehensive about letting the twins come. I told my sister, you can't send them until they're potty trained. They're potty trained, and so they came. But they are the biggest babies. They love my sister down. Not to say that the oldest doesn't. She loves my sister as well, but she's not like a titty baby, for a lack of a better word. Those twins want to be up under my sister's left titty at all times. You know, I'm reluctant to have them come because they'll be cool for a day or so and then they want to go home. So earlier this summer, like right at the beginning, I let them all come and they all stayed for a week. But a few days into that, the twins were like, I want my mommy. I want my mommy. I was just like, sis, you're here. You can't go home until I take all of y'all home. So they had to stay. Well, I told Bailey wasn't ready to go. She's the oldest. She wasn't ready to go yet. And so I told her, I said, well, babe, you all can come back again right before school starts. And she was just like, yay, cool, awesome. She was super excited for that. And so I let them come. And then the twins did what they always do. I want to go home to my mommy. Luckily, my sister hadn't left town yet. She was still here. So the twins stayed with us for 2 days. And then my sister picked them up before she left to go back to San Antonio. And Bailey stayed here. And so That's probably why my house wasn't as tore up as it was the first time they came earlier this summer, because the twins were only here for a couple of days. Bailey is pretty good about cleaning up after herself. She's my big girl. But of course, you know, the little ones, not so much. And so there were still remnants, as you could see, of the twins here, aka their little Paw Patrol table that I bought them, because the last time they were sitting at the big people table, and child, that was a feat. They had food all over the place. So I was like, you know what, let me get them their own little table, and they loved it. And so that was still here. I was noticing little things like stickers all over the floor, child, crumbs under the sofa, remnants of grape, like the little the vines that the grapes are on, just stuff, right? Stuff that kids do. And you know, my hat goes off to any parents that watch my channel. It is a lot of work, and so I enjoyed the time that I got to spend with them. But I am happy to have my home back to myself. So I had to get it together, y'all. When you are focused on keeping little people alive and thriving, it is very hard to care for yourself in the way that you really want to. And for me, self-care is not just the frou-frou stuff, getting your nails done, hair done. To me, that's self-maintenance. I don't enjoy it. It has to be done, but it's more maintenance than self-care. One of the biggest ways that we can take care of ourselves is by addressing the things that we put in our body. And that's an area that's often neglected, right? And so I said I wanted to do better. This is the thickest I've ever been, the heaviest I've ever been. I don't particularly like it, and I know that I can do better. And so as a woman who is in her 40s, I have struggled with losing the weight because my metabolism is so different than it ever has been in my life. And it's not the same. Losing weight is not it's not as easy as it used to be for me. So I have to be more intentional about what I'm putting into my body. And I also have a sweet tooth. That's a big issue for me. I have a huge sweet tooth. And so I love sweets, but sugar is the devil. Sugar is the devil. And so one of the ways that I'm trying to be better about my diet is by limiting my sugar intake. Well, part of that is cutting back on alcohol. I remember a few years ago, I gave up liquor. Cold turkey, gave it up. I was so tired of being tipsy and hungover and feeling bad and all of that stuff. I just gave it up. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did start back drinking alcohol, I was primarily drinking champagne and wine. And that's still the case to this day. I love a cute little French 75 from time to time, but for the most part, wine and champagne. I love a good bottle of wine. I love a good glass of champagne, especially a rosé. And so when the brand Proprio reached out to me, I was super excited because honestly, I feel better when I'm sober. I feel better not drinking alcohol, but every now and again, I want the taste of a little glass of champagne or a little glass of wine or something. But that alcohol puts me off of it because alcohol has sugar in it. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, you're wondering why you're not losing weight. You're doing everything. Your diet is amazing. You're working out. You're doing all the things. Are you still drinking, sweetie? Because if you're still drinking, you ain't doing everything you should be doing. That alcohol is going to sit on you every time. It's going to turn into sugar, and it's going to sabotage whatever it is that you think you're doing right to lose weight. And my problem with mocktails, because I do try to order mocktails like when I go out to eat and stuff like that. My problem with mocktails is that a lot of them have a ton of juice. They're too sweet. They're like adult sippy cups. And it's like, this is not really the vibe. You know what I'm saying? That I'm going for when I want a mocktail. And so what I really like about Proprio is that they are alcohol free. It is real wine. The alcohol has been extracted from it. So it's low in sugar, but it's not like a fake wine where it's just all this juice and filler and all of this craziness. And so I thought this is a perfect brand for me to try out and to share with my audience, because I know that a lot of you are my age. Some of you are younger than me, but I know a lot of you are my age. And baby, the older we get, the less we can tolerate that alcohol. And I know sometimes younger people be like, y'all didn't tell us this, y'all didn't tell us that. Baby, I'm telling y'all now. Auntie telling y'all. Listen up. TT is telling you. The older you get, the less your body is going to tolerate that alcohol. Do you know some old people who are still drunks and drinking every day like it's nothing? Absolutely. But what do they look like? What is their health like? You know what I'm saying? Because that alcohol, it starts to show up in different ways. It affects your looks. It affects your health. It affects a lot of things. And this is not me being preachy. If you like to drink, turn up. Enjoy it responsibly, right? No drinking and driving and all of that stuff. Enjoy it responsibly. But I am trying to warn those who say that we don't warn them. As you get older, your body's ability to tolerate, process, and handle alcohol becomes different. And nobody told me that that was going to happen. It was something that literally happened. I used to be a Hennessy monster. Okay? a bottle of Hennessy used to hate to see me coming. Not anymore. I can't tolerate it at all. My body just does not like it anymore. It is what it is. So that's where I'm at in my life. But I'm happy that I have an amazing alternative that will help me still enjoy myself, right? Have a nice, beautiful dinner, have a beautiful glass of rosé, and just unwind and get my mind right for the week ahead. But down in the comments, what y'all been up to? Tell me. I want to know, how have you all been doing? Has anyone traveled this summer? Do I have any educators here that are going back to school? How are you feeling about that? I have a lot of educator friends in real life, and they all have mixed feelings about going back to school. But I want to hear from you guys. What's new in your life? You know, how's work? For my people who are also unemployed like myself, how's the job search coming? Have you guys been interviewing? How has that been going? I did interview with a company, and I have spoken with some recruiters. The one company that I did interview with, they were very nice, but the salary was not close to what I was making or what I need to survive. And that's going to be very different from everybody else, right? Like, I have bills that were according to my previous salary. So I'm not even trying to like have a serious come up here. I really just want to go back to making what I was making before. And that's proving to be a challenge in this particular job climate. And so I'm just going to keep looking. I'm staying optimistic. I'm hoping to be back to work by October. I sincerely hope that I am. If I'm not, okay. Like, I have some reserves. But also, I don't want to run through my savings. Like, I don't want to run through my savings. I know that's what the savings are there for. Like, that's why people tell you, have 3 to 6 months saved up for a rainy day, just in case you lose your job and you need to pay your bills. That's why the money's there for situations like this. But I don't want to run through my savings. I don't think people understand. Well, no, I think people understand how hard it is to build up your savings, because the average American doesn't have $1,000 or $1,500 in their savings. I don't want to run through my savings. All right. Because I don't want to have to start from scratch, you know? But I'm blessed and I'm grateful that I have that money there. I just don't want to run through it, right? I don't want to get too comfortable being at home, because I know that this isn't my reality, at least right now. Maybe when I get married and my husband says, baby, I want to retire you. I want you to, your job is to take care of me in this house. That's what my dad told my mom. You know, maybe when that happens, cool. But until that happens, TT got to go back to work. TT got to go back to work. You feel me?